Undercover Billionaire, lesson number 3. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. And today I wasn't quite sure if I was going to make it here. I'm quite tired. I've had a long day, and it's been one of these things where I wasn't sure if I was going to make it, but it brings up a great point about what I think the third lesson is from the Undercover Billionaire series. And this is a series that's off of the Discovery Channel. If you haven't heard about it, go back and watch my other 2 videos on it. There's no spoilers regarding it, but I definitely recommend going and seeing this TV show called Undercover Billionaire. I'm going to talk about the lessons that I got out of the show that I think are real standout, that aren't necessarily outright in your face. And one of the main lessons that I got out of all the different ones that I did get off of it was, don't make excuses. So I could have very easily thrown in the towel and made an excuse and not made a video today. I've been pretty consistent with doing these on a daily basis. In fact, this is the 250th episode of Brian J. Pombo Live, as much in the row as we possibly could. I think I may have missed 4 different episodes, but we're going to make sure we make those up before the end of the year. We're going to go all the way to 365, and in the meantime, we're not going to make any excuses. Now, the real issue that you see over and over again is the communication that he's had with the people that he works with on this show. So we're talking about the Glenn Bryant character, or Glenn Stearns in real life. He's working with a whole bunch of people who are basically his employees, even though they're not getting paid at the time. They're all coming in on a voluntary basis with the idea they'll eventually have something out of it, but no promises on what they're actually going to get. So the whole time he's dealing with different situations where people may not be handling their jobs as well as they could be. And the one thing he always goes back to is he's watching for people who aren't making any excuses for their issues. So he had people that were relatively new to working on their own and had a little bit of kickback from them because they weren't really pulling their weight. And then he also had people that had worked on their own. And this is later on in the series. He deals with a particular person. I'm not going to ruin it for you, but they're giving a whole lot. Every time he points out something they're doing wrong, they've got an excuse as to why it couldn't be done any better, why nobody else would be able to do it, and why they were not open about the fact that they weren't able to do it. And that's really the main issue that you see here. The main problems he has with people are people who just keep making excuses over why they're not able to do it, as opposed to being direct and saying very clearly, I have a problem here. This isn't my strong point. I need some help. It's a simple idea, but it's a human flaw that all of us have come in contact with at some point. And mostly it's in ourselves. Mostly we find a point at which we're making excuses. The biggest thing you can do in business and in life is to stop making excuses. Don't make an excuse. Acknowledge the fault, wherever the fault lies. Acknowledge that it's there. You don't need to necessarily even take the fault on yourself. It doesn't need to be your fault, but it is your responsibility to get fixed. Whoever you are, whatever you do, take responsibility for your place. Whether it was your fault or not, take the responsibility, pick back up, and go the next step and do what's necessary. All the people that he ends up sticking with in the long run throughout the series, and the people that end up working with him long term and end up getting a big check in the end, are the people who aren't making excuses. They're just doing what needs to get done. It's a good reminder for all of us, and also a good reminder for the type of people you want to surround yourself with. It'll make the biggest difference in the long run, I guarantee. So hopefully that's helpful to you. If you'd like to be able to work directly with me and see if I can help you in your business on these, not just concepts of TV shows, but also real advice when it comes down to your specific situation, you go to brianjpombo.com and see the offerings there. Also, if you are in the self-reliance field and you're looking for the same thing, you're someone I'd really like to talk to. And I have a special deal just for you if you go to dreambizchat.com. The link is in the description. We're going to be back here tomorrow with number 4 in the Undercover Billionaire saga that we're going through here, talking about the secret lessons from Undercover Billionaire. So come on back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be trying something new. If you happen to catch this in time, hopefully you'll meet us over on LinkedIn. We're going to try a LinkedIn Live for a few episodes here and see if we're able to do that and see how that works out well. Testing out a few things. We've been doing Facebook Live up until now. Either way, wherever you watch this, we'll be here the next day because we take the recordings and spread it out all over social media, and you can find back recordings over on brianjpombo.com. So you have a great night. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.